How y'all doing? Hey, everyone. Hi, everyone. All right. How's it going? Happy Thursday. Thought I would do a live stream tonight. Haven't done a live stream in a while. I looked at it. It's been about a month. About a month ago, I did a live stream. And I have some really good questions to answer today. A lot of people left questions. I posted this ahead of time on Patreon and on Facebook and on YouTube, and asked people to leave their questions, and I got a lot of really, really good questions. First of all, I want to say thank you to the moderators that are here. Haven on Wheels, Melissa. I just saw Richard. Thank you so much for being here. Unfortunately, Ralph can't be here. He's doing some. He's busy. He's a busy guy since he's been back in. Oh, Carol is here. Wow, Carol was even able to make it. So welcome to, and thank you, moderators. I'm having some issues on my
Would you like to
live stream on my computer. Hi, how y'all doing tonight? Oh, did you say hi? Do you want to say hi? Do you want to say hi? Look at. Okay, you're gonna have to settle. Okay. All right. You can all see me, right? Everybody sees me now? Tonto National Forest. Remind me where that is. Sounds familiar. I've been there, I think. Remind me what state that's in. So Destination Happiness, so good to see you. Hi, Nancy. Good to see you. Hey, Cheryl. And Sarah's here. Wow. Hi, Sarah. Hi. Yeah, I know. We're missing our group. We're missing everybody. We all spent a lot of time this past winter together, and now we're all spread out around the country and Canada even, and we're all kind of on our own again. And it's kind of lonely. I'm gonna admit, kind of lonely. Yeah, it's kind of. I'll admit it. I kind of got used to camping with my friends. Gosh, we were together for quite a while. Kind of in and out, but anyway, yeah, it's different to be on my own again. That's for sure. And hey, RC, so glad to see you're doing good. Keep up with the lifestyle. I'm doing my best, man. And yeah, everything. Ralph is good. Ralph is back up in Canada, and he's got some projects he's working on for friends and family. So I know he's been really, really busy. And hi, Thomas. It's so good to see you. You never intend your lives because they conflict with Howa's virtual caravan. Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know that at all. Hi, Don Allen. Good to see you in Toledo. And Melissa misses everyone. We miss you too. We're sorry you weren't able to get down. And RC and Joda P is there. And Humble, Texas. Hi, Christiane. Good to see you. So it's a little warm here today. I'm still in Nevada. I have a lot coming up for you guys. I don't want to get into it in the live stream because I don't want to give too much away. The patrons know. So in case you don't know, on Patreon, patrons get perks. I was actually thinking about this the other day. I am going to be talking about Patreon more out of necessity, but what was I going to say? Yeah, Patreon. Without Patreon, I still wouldn't be here at all, period. I've never made enough money on YouTube just to keep doing this. So patrons really help that. But I did post some videos. They get more real-time stuff, more up-to-date. And I've had a lot going on lately, but you're going to wait for those videos to come. So I'm going to try not to give you any spoiler alerts today, but I am still in Nevada. It says 97 degrees right now, but that's only because my thermometer is in the sun. And I don't know what E3 inside means. It's 86 according to my other one in here. So it's getting a little warm. I need to move. Oh, Carol, thank you for the super chat. So thank you so much. I appreciate the super chat. So I am going to be doing Q&A today. Melissa loves Patreon. Melissa made a really fun video too. So did Nancy. I haven't gotten around, and Sarah. Patreon, the best thing about it is that I got to meet you guys. You know, it's a safe place for us to talk, for me to meet people, and it's just been wonderful. I've gotten so much more out of Patreon than I ever imagined I would. And so thank you for that. So thank you for the super chat. I'm going to be doing Q&A today. And if you want your question or comment to stand out like Carol's does, you can hit the $sign below the chat and make a contribution to my channel, and that also helps your comment or question get highlighted. Talking and reading comments at the same time is really challenging, and so a lot of times I'm actually even noticing some people come up in my comments on my YouTube channel, and I'll be like, that's interesting. Have they ever commented before? And I'll see that they've commented for like 3 years and I've never responded, just because I don't read every single comment, and it's even harder when I'm talking. So if you want to stand out, super chat really helps. All right. Hi, Ms. Claire. I'm one of your followers who keeps getting better looking the longer I follow you. That's very cute. If you missed the post I put on YouTube yesterday, it said that the people who like my posts are more intelligent and funnier and better looking than people who don't. So hi, oh, you're in Ireland. Oh, it's on my bucket list. A good friend of mine lived in Ireland for a while, and I've always wanted to visit. Yeah, I think E3 is a code. It's an error. So I broke it earlier by cleaning it. I'm filming a video today. I have a new, I'll tell you, Bluetti. I've got a really good partnership going with Bluetti right now, and I'm working on a really fun video for them. So I cleaned my thermometer today because I'm using it in the video and it broke. This is why I don't clean shit. Let that be a word of caution. When you clean shit, it breaks. All right, hang on with this right here. All right, is that good? All right, like, okay. I'm trying to like make it, see, and I'm trying to make it so that, oh, look at that. So that I can look at my computer and answer, so that I can read the questions without it looking over here. Like, I've got my screen here. All right. So Ireland is also, what's Carol's suggestion? All right. Please, I don't put questions in all caps. It helps. Or better yet, do a super chat. Helps pay the bills, the camera gear, the editing, all the stuff that I pay for in my channel. All right. Anna, we got a new website launching very soon. We completely redid my website, and we've got some fun and exciting things coming that. So super chat rocks too. Yeah. That's why I clean little, live a lot. Oh my gosh. I love that. That could be a great t-shirt. Clean a little, live a lot. I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, why would I bother cleaning when I can go for a hike or something, you know? All right. So, let me see. I'm going to start answering some questions that I got earlier. First, I'll start with, I think I got most of the questions on Facebook. So I know Lola Saxby, hi, I don't know if you're here yet. So Lola asked a really good question. She asked me, how do I keep from accumulating stuff? So Lola is living, I think in a van. I don't remember what you're living in. And even getting limited amounts of supplies, like the snake that I recently bought, adds up over time. Do I donate stuff? It seems to be a big problem with a little space. So I love this question because every time something breaks, every time I need to fix something, people are like, why don't you just buy? Fill in the blank. Buy a floor jack instead of a bottle jack. Buy you name it. People have told me, you wouldn't believe the people are like, just buy it, just buy it, just buy it. And you know, I've talked before that this part of my life is about really assessing the difference between need versus want. So I try not to buy stuff. The snake, I didn't buy the snake until I bought the plunger. I bought the plunger first, hoping because the plunger's smaller, easier, and I could use it more. I bought the plunger first, brought it home, tried to fix the leak with the plunger. That didn't work. So then I went back and bought the snake. So I do have some clutter in here, mostly clothes. I still buy way too many clothes, even though I like think I don't buy clothes. I do. And a lot of my own merch. I keep buying hoodies and stuff, my own merch. But I really just try not to buy things. And that is really how I try to reduce clutter. Like that snake, I'll probably never use it again. I'll probably hang on to it for a couple of years and get rid of it. And other things like if I want to replace my tea kettle, which I did just replace my tea kettle because the inside was kind of getting gross and burnt out on the other one and I wanted something pretty, I'll just throw it away or donate. So even with my clothes, at least a couple times a year, I make big trips to a thrift store and get rid of stuff. And so you really need to do that because also when you're traveling, you want to buy commemorative shirts. Look at, what's this one? Desert Bar. You guys remember our trip to the Desert Bar? So, yeah, I really do just really clean. You got to constantly clean things out. You got to constantly assess, do I really need this? I may not have the right tool for this. I may not have the right jack for this, but can I get by without it? Can I borrow it? Can I rent it? There are a million other things that you can do sometimes rather than buy stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. I oftentimes, when I do buy something new, a new pot, a new pan, I throw something away. I heard somebody else say that recently. Even clothes. If I buy a new hoodie, I donate a hoodie. You know, if I buy a new jacket, I donate a jacket. So a lot of people do it that way. That might be a good habit to get into. If I'm going to buy this new hoodie, okay, what am I going to get rid of? That might be also a really good way to kind of keep to the more minimalist, less consumer focused thinking that many of us have, myself included. I still, and it's a shame. I just bought a new tank top just to wear around the RV when I'm by myself. And I went into the men's department, because it had the cut and everything that I wanted. And I was like, oh, it's only $6. If it doesn't fit me, I'll just throw it away. And I hate that I'm kind of going back into that thinking, because for a long time I gotten away from that. It's just, we are so addicted to cheap stuff that waste is just a part of our lives. We buy too much, we waste too much, and I'm sorry to say that I'm falling back into that a little bit lately. But did that answer your question? Are you here, Lola? Jane Delaney, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Cheryl, thank you for the super chat. What do I think of Article 42? I think that this is not the place to talk about that. Maybe, I'm sorry, maybe, I mean, what do I think about it? Let me say this. I will say this. I think that the border situation is a lot more complicated than the right-wing pundits want to make it sound like. Number one, the borders are not wide open. And somebody made a comment earlier today. If the former guy had really built the wall, why are we still having so many problems with immigration? But then again, they think that literally the Democrats just throw the border wide open. So I think immigration is a really, really tough immigration, illegal immigration, the border issue. It's every country, every developed country that deals with immigration deals with this. We're not alone. And nobody wants our country to be flooded with illegal immigrants, even though there are people who are telling you that I'm a liberal. Somebody's going to take this out of context. Watch. People think just because I'm a liberal, I want open borders. That is not true. We don't have open borders. Biden doesn't want open borders. That would wreck the economy. But we have to have safe and common sense immigration reform that makes sense. So that's my 2 cents on that. Hi, Ms. Claire M. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Good luck. Thank you. I appreciate it. Carla, you're out? Why are you out? I'd rather not watch, but we know it will be taken out of context. Everything is taken out of context. But I don't care. Sarah says she carries her wedding dress in the RV, but I do donate stuff when I get a new piece of clothing. Yeah. You know, and that's it, Sarah. You make an excellent point. Those of us who don't have storage, everything we own is in the RV. There are some things that you just have to carry. My whole storage up there is backpacking, mostly backpacking gear. Well, backpacking gear and my mementos. I've got a couple boxes of shit I've had since I was a kid. And that stuff, what else am I going to do with it? I'm not going to pay for storage. So yeah, I think, Sarah, that makes sense. There are some things that you absolutely positively are going to make space for and hold on to. And then the rest of it is just making some choices. Do I want this new one? Okay, then what am I going to get rid of? It is hard not to buy things, but Edie, that's why I like hanging out with you. That's not the only reason I like hanging, but you know, friends with tools, friends with toads and friends with tools. I'm really, yeah, I mean, has opened up a whole new world to me this last year. But you know, Edie's like, hey, do you have a ladder? Sure. And she digs out a ladder, and I'm sitting here thinking, oh, I'm so minimalist, but I'm hanging out with friends who like, okay, do you have a saw? Sure, I have a saw. That's another thing. Hang out with friends who have everything. So you can pretend you're minimalist, but you can hang out with people who have everything you need. I crack myself up. All right. Blakesley, thank you. Hey, good to see you. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Nobody wants open borders. No, and no, I'm not going to show you my kitchen. You've already seen it. Edie the bottle jack. That's right. So Edie and Cindy have like everything. So if it's like hang out with Edie and Cindy, and you can literally like knock on the door and say, hey, can I borrow whatever? So Jane wants to know, do strange noises keep me awake at night? Nothing keeps me awake at night. That's not true. I'm a menopausal, postmenopausal 55-year-old woman. So sometimes I don't sleep well at all. But so no. I mean, gosh, you get over that the first few months on the road, any small noise. And I also have Sadie now, who barks at anything that approaches the RV. So I sleep very comfortably when I can sleep, and very safely, knowing that if anything comes, she's gotten so much better. Oh my gosh, the first few months, the first year I had her, even in the desert, man, she would wake me up 4 or 5 times a night just barking at critters out the window. So now she only barks if she needs to, which is really nice. So no. Francine, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. So Chooch wants to know if there's going to be a time when I finally decide to put your roots down in one spot. Probably. I think about it a lot. It's on my mind a lot. But nothing is speaking to me yet. I'm kind of starting to think that, how do I put this? That there might be someone who eventually makes me want to settle down. Let me just say that. That's kind of where I'm at right now, that there might be a person out there that would make me maybe even want to spend part of my time in one place and spend the rest of my time. That's I think right now that might be the only thing that would get me off the road right now. I'm just, after looking for property in New Mexico a couple of years ago, I got really shocked, disappointed by how difficult it's going to be to find property that is going to suit my needs, something that I can afford, that is going to be big enough. So yeah, I don't know. I don't see it right now. I'm very happy doing what I'm doing. Although, you know, it's getting harder. I've been on the road 7 years. April was 7 years. So I'm in my 8th year, and I've seen a lot of changes. I was thinking about that. I mean, we're talking almost a decade I've been on the road, and things are more crowded. I'm, traveling in places where I've normally travel, and all the boondocking that used to be nice and quiet and remote is now super packed. So I don't know, there might come a time. Yes, Jane, exactly. A special person or place can change one's plans. And that's what I think it's going to take. I think I'll either find a place or a person that I fall in love with, and I'm like, okay, this is where I want to be. But and that's also a change for me. I'm more open, and maybe that's just the result of hanging out with friends this year. I'm kind of more open to that than I have been. All right. I know, Sarah, 8 years. I know, in my 8th year. So just celebrated 7 full years. So I'm working on my 8th, but crazy. It's crazy to think I've been living this way that long. Because you travel like you do you have to file taxes where the RV is registered, or do you even have to pay taxes? So is this a question because you're curious about my situation or your situation? Are you going to hit the road? All right. The kitchen is still the shots of my kitchen that you saw in that video are exactly, I shot those pictures the day I put the video up because I did some last minute. Nothing has changed. It's exactly like it was. You seem to like warmer weather. Not really. No, not really. 70. I don't want to be here, but there's a reason I'm here. And again, I don't want to give it all away. There's a reason I'm still here, and it's not a good one. We've had a shit show. It has been a couple of weeks, but stay tuned for those videos. We've been through some stuff. So MP wants to hit the road. So generally the way it works is whatever state you choose as your domicile, which is your home state, is the state in which you have to pay taxes. So that is the reason a lot of nomads pick states that don't have state income taxes. So my state of domicile is Nevada, because I spend more time in Nevada than any other state. And so it's my home state. And Florida also, I think, doesn't have does Florida have state income tax? I don't think they do. So yes, the answer is yes. Whatever state you choose as your home state, where you register your vehicle, where you have your formal address, where you get your mail, even if it's forwarded, that is where you need to file taxes. Hi, Chooch. Thrilled and happy for you that this life makes you happy and fulfilled. It's so great that you have Sadie. I love my dog Sunny, as she makes me happy and fulfilled within myself. Yeah, that's how I feel. Sadie's my person. I really am starting to think that Sadie's my soulmate. She's the love of my life. Sadie's the love of my life. Yeah, I think that's it. Sarah, I wish I didn't have to pay taxes. That's right. You still have your residence, in an expensive state. Yeah, Nevada's no state taxes in Texas. Sadie gives unconditional love, no drama. She's honest. She's natural. She's free. You know what I was thinking about this the other day? And this is kind of sad. Our dogs don't know what trauma is. I mean, there are a lot of dogs out there who do know what trauma is. A lot of rescue dogs, who come from really horrible situations. But I'm thinking about Sadie. I mean, I got her young enough. She wasn't abused or anything that I know of. But she doesn't know trauma. And I think, because I've been thinking a lot lately about how the effect that trauma has on us, and I gotta say it, you know, so many women are affected by the sexual abuse and the sexual crimes against us, and they last a lifetime with us. It never really goes away. And unfortunately, it makes a lot of people unable to have healthy relationships, myself included. I'm not saying that, you know, I mean, I've certainly done a lot of work, but I'm still, I think, very challenged in some areas. Sadie is pure love. She's pure 100% love. She doesn't have a whole bunch of trauma, a whole bunch of backstory that prevents her from loving me. Yeah, yeah. So dogs are 100% love. And Sadie's the love of my life. All right, let's get to another question. Very good point, Maruka. So trauma causes permanent changes in brain chemistry, especially early trauma. Like, you know, my therapist brings that up with me quite a bit. My whole, I mean, yeah, anybody. Actually, I think even trauma changes your brain. It's very, very, very true. And it takes a lot of work to figure out. You don't ever completely heal from it. You don't get over it. You don't, you never get to a place where, okay, that, you know, that never happened to me, like, you know, who you were before it happened. The best you can do is, I just saw somebody talking about this recently. As adults, it's our responsibility. We had no control over what happened to us, but we do have a responsibility to figure out what happened to us, how it affects who we are, how we relate to other people, how we harm ourselves, how we harm other people, our toxic behaviors, our toxic attitudes, our toxic thoughts. All of those are our responsibility. And unfortunately, too many people get caught up in their hurt. They lash out, they hurt other people, they are so unable to look within themselves, or because it's too painful to even begin the healing process. And those are the people who go around hurting other people so much, and ultimately hurting themselves because they're not happy. And I'm not talking about anybody in particular. I'm thinking about family members, actually, family members and people people in my life who are so wounded and so hurt that they just spew ugly. Blakesley, thank you for the super chat. And someone else, Katrina, we love you and Sadie. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hi, Lois. When do you decide where to get your mail? How do you decide where to get your mail? Oh, somebody else asked that question. Melissa actually asked me about that too. So my mail goes to a mail forwarder in Nevada, where my home base is, because that's where my address is. So I have both I have a mailing address and I had a physical address in order at an RV park in order to get my driver's license. So my mailing address is a mail forwarder. All of my mail goes there, and then I have them forward it to me every couple months. If I need something sooner, like right now, I'm waiting on some stuff, so I'm kind of like, I'll have my mail forwarded to me a lot sooner than I normally would, because I know I've got stuff coming to me. As far as Amazon packages go, and I've covered this a lot, I don't have Amazon packages sent to my mailbox in Nevada unless I'm in Nevada. So that's another reason it's really nice to hang around my hometown for a couple of months. I don't have to pay for packages. I just have them all sent to my UPS store, and it's super easy. But when I'm on the road, I can get Amazon packages either at an Amazon locker if I'm in a big enough city, or normally what I do is I have them sent to a UPS store. Any UPS store will accept UPS, but not mail. It's getting a little bit harder with Amazon these days because you don't know how they're going to send it. And UPS store will accept UPS packages, but they won't accept mail. The post office will accept mail via general delivery, but they won't accept UPS unless you have a PO box. So last year, I spent several months in Colorado, pretty much in one general area. Colorado Springs, was it? No. Yeah. Pagosa Springs? Yeah, Pagosa Springs. No. Hot Springs. I don't know. Jeez, I don't even remember. I had my mail sent there for like 2 months, and I think it was Hot Springs, Colorado. Anyway, I spent several months there, so I got a PO box. $45 to get a PO box for 3 months. I didn't, I don't do a mail forwarding thing or anything like that. It's just a PO box just to get packages. So whether it comes by mail or by UPS, I can have everything sent to the PO box where I'm at and pick it up without having to pay. UPS stores charge $5 a box. You know how Amazon is. You order 4 things, and sometimes they come in 4 packages. That would be $20. No, $16. $5. $20. Oh my gosh. $5 a box. 4 is 20. Okay, does that make sense? Oh, I'm so sorry, Kevin. Kevin's wife passed away from a drug overdose 6 years ago, and you're raising 2 teenage daughters. You're just recently feeling better about the trauma. I can't even imagine. I'm so sorry. And you can't wait to get on the road. Well, I hope you are able to get on the road someday, and I hope that helps the healing too a little bit more. That's a really horrible thing. Hi, Ruby in South Dakota. Greetings from the late great state of Washington. Late great state? Oh, you're a postmaster in Luning, Nevada. I don't know where that is. Hi, Kate Mack in Phoenix. Sally, wow. Extremely grateful and anomaly. Never experienced any sexual violence. Wow. You are now like the only woman. No, I know a couple women. I know several women who haven't experienced sexual violence, but I know more. Oh, gosh, it just amazes me. It just amazes me. The Me Too movement has done so much to bring it out in the open and make us all realize that we have been the silent majority all of our lives. Oh, thank you, MP. Thanks for the super chat, and thank you for the encouragement about sharing my experiences. I really appreciate that. I share it because I want to help other people. I lived feeling so alone and so full of shame for most of my life, and I just don't want people, other women especially, feeling that if they don't have to. So thank you, MP. Destination happiness, deep childhood trauma, and learning to heal has taught me if you don't heal what hurt you, you'll bleed on people who didn't cut you. I love that. I don't love it, but I love how that's worded. It's so true. It's so true. And you see it every day all around us. So many hurt, and that whole thing, hurt people. Yeah, it's true, but it's also a cop-out. I had to do the fucking work. Get off your ass, go see a therapist, and do the work, and stop being an asshole. I mean, right? But cowards just can't. Kevin, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Coffee Nut, you can count me as one who has not experienced sexual violence, other trauma, but not that. Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. Lucky you. Not lucky. I'm sorry. That sounded very flippant. I'm glad that has never happened to you. Hey, Tori in Portland. Hurt people, help people. Yes, right? I've been hurt pretty freaking bad. And I'm not out there, being a mean asshole just for the sake of being a mean asshole. I've made it my mission to try to be helpful to people. And luckily, you guys gave me a platform. I never had imagined in a million years when I started YouTube that that would be part of my mission here, but it has become part of my mission to help people in other ways. I mean, yes, when I first started YouTube, I was going to help people do RV life. I never planned on sharing so much of myself and so much of my life the way I have, but I learned quickly that people crave connection, and people crave, especially women, again, because I'm a woman, and so it's relatable. We really need to hear, and I suppose because women are relational, we're storytellers. I think we've been the ones historically who tell the stories of our ancestors and pass down that information. So women being so relational, when we share our stories, it's really helpful to other people. And I'm really honored that I get to do that, that you have all given me a platform and supported me so much over the years to allow me to do that. Because I have said it's been a dream come true, but I always thought it would be in written form, not in video. Most who have experienced hurt don't share. Thank you for having the courage to share. Oh, thank you, Jane. 12 years of therapy. No, wait, I don't even know anymore. How many years? Ew, 9. Oh my gosh. I think I started in 09. 14 years. Consistent. Like the same therapist I've been with for 14 years. And she's really helped me be able to talk about it too in a really healthy way. You've heard, I think you all can relate to this. A lot of people who've been through trauma like to, and I used to do this when I was young, where you just kind of do the dump. Oh, this happened to me. Oh, that happened to me, without there really being a reason or a purpose behind it. And I've said this since I started sharing myself, especially so openly. Everything I share has a purpose. I don't use YouTube to vent. I have friends for that. I call friends to vent and to, go off about things. And so I'm very mindful and very purposeful about what I share. And even I remember the first time I shared my Me Too story on Christmas morning, and because Christmas was very emotional and a little triggering for me back then. I've really come a long way on that. And even before I turned on the camera and I was thinking about sharing it, I'm like, okay, why am I sharing this? What is the point? What is my audience gonna get from this? Because I don't want this to be like a video diary that's not gonna serve anybody. And so I've always really tried to keep you guys in mind and make sure I'm sharing in a way that's gonna be helpful and I'm sure it's a little self-serving. I'm sure it's helped me grow and evolve and process, probably even as a human being, but that's not my sole purpose for doing it. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Having a great therapist is a precious gift. Oh my gosh. I could write a whole book about the bad therapists I've had, but boy, the one I have now, yeah, I think she saved my life. She said to me the other day, we were talking about something, and this just really hit me. We were talking about my writing, because she's really been helping me process how to write my story. And I was telling her something, a part of the story, which is a part of my story that she had not heard before. And she's just like, you're a goddamn miracle. And I was like, wow. I mean, this woman that I've come to trust and even love over the last 14 years, to hear her say that I'm a miracle, it just that was poignant. It really hit home. Donna, thank you for the super chat. Melissa, it can take a while to find the right one. And and unfortunately, there's not a lot of information out there about how to find the right one. I just kind of got lucky, I think. So, and funny story, I started seeing this therapist because I wanted to start marriage counseling, because I was like, oh, I called her. I'm like, I think I want to divorce my husband and I need help figuring out how to get him into counseling to figure that out or something like that. And she was like, well, first, why don't you come in and we'll talk about you and see where you're at. And he never went. He would never go. And so I ended up divorcing him and staying with her. So all right. You want to get back to some questions? So Cat Mac, you know, there are online like BetterHelp, which are more affordable. Kiss of death couples counseling. Yeah. Yeah. Best thing I ever did, though. He would not go to therapy. Nope. Okay, sorry guys. My camera just feels crooked, but you don't care, do you? Am I crooked? I am. Okay. What a mess. I'm making it worse. I'm sorry. The replay of this is going to be really annoying. Sorry, guys. Have I ever thought about writing a book? I am writing a book. I am. Yeah, Lucy on the go. Been in therapy on and off for decades. For the last 6 years, I've been going nonstop. Same here. I've been in therapy since I was 16, 17. My first suicide attempt. I was forced to see a therapist. I've probably had half a dozen therapists from the time I was 17 till I met this one. Probably had half a dozen therapists. A couple might have lasted a year or two, but this one really, you're right. I think the consistency, finding the right one and sticking with it, sticking with one therapist is really, for me, what did it. All right. Leaning into healing. Yeah. Yeah. Long, 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 long road. All right. Michelle wants to know, Michelle Herbert Riggs wants to know, where do I store 2 weeks of trash? So this time of year, when I'm in the desert, it's super easy because I just put it in my big garbage can outside. I can set it outside my rig and never have to worry about critters getting it. Last year, you might remember in Colorado, I had to hang my garbage can because of the bears. So either I go into town more often so that I can dump it, or again, I'm probably gonna have to hang my food again, depending on where I end up this summer. It's looking like Idaho. I think I'm gonna go to Idaho for the summer. So that's what I do. I find a way to store my food or to store my garbage until I go. I'm very rarely out for 2 weeks these days because I'm pretty much running out of water in 10 days. So I'm not making it the full 2 weeks. I'm usually out by 10 days and then I'll run into town. And I try not to have a lot of garbage. No, that's silly. I mean, I do. I mean, I try not to buy a lot of prepackaged, a lot of stuff that's going to have a lot of waste, but I still have quite a bit. So Lorraine wants to know, she says, you've been on the road a long time. Do you ever think you've seen everything and begin to get bored? Or what do you do to keep that feeling of surprise going? Yeah, I'm bored. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bored with my life. And I'm sorry, this is really driving me crazy. Terrible live stream right here. Terrible live streamer. Lori, thank you for the super chat. Thanks for being you. Being you is what makes people trust you. That means a lot. Thank you so much. That really means a lot. All right. So I'm bored. I'm not going to lie. I have been thinking for years about what's next for me. Literally. Like, especially as professionally. I'm going to be honest with you. Professionally, I've been thinking for a few years, like, what's next for me? But I'm feeling a little restrained in my life lately. I'm feeling kind of a little trapped, to be honest with you. My friends have toads, and I think you guys ruined me. I was very happy and very content in my own little life. But, you know, seeing my friends be able to just jump in their toads and go sightseeing, or jump in their toads and go out to eat, or jump in their car and go swimming somewhere and then boondock somewhere else. And, you know, my therapist actually told me a few years ago that my life had gotten kind of small. That, you know, she talks to me a lot about intellectual stimulation, that I need intellectual stimulation or I'm going to get bored. And that is, I've been there for a few years. I'm bored intellectually in a lot of different ways. So yeah, after 7 years on the road, and I think a lot of long haul truck drivers too can probably relate to this, you get bored. I'm like, okay, driving through, here I go again, driving to, you know, Idaho again. Although I have not seen everything. I recognize that. There's a lot I haven't seen. There's a lot I haven't done. But right now I'm kind of just almost an autopilot. Okay, let me just go find another place to boondock and sit for 2 weeks and work too much. And I realized that lately, that without work has kind of like kept me motivated, kept me occupied, and I'm trying to pull away a little bit, and I don't really have much else going for me. So let me just frame it this way. When you give up everything and you live in an RV by yourself for 7 years, it limits you in a lot of ways, especially because I have a dog. And because I don't want to pack up just to go sightseeing for the day, because by the time I pack up and take a shower, I'm tired. And then I got to go sightseeing for the day. So that's a really good question. There's not a lot that surprises me and excites me anymore. I think some of the most surprising and exciting things I've had in the last year have been with friends. And that's another thing too. And I said that last year or 2 years. I was like, I think I've been alone enough. I'm ready to invite some people into my life. And I did. And it has been wonderful. And it's kind of, now that I'm on my own, it's kind of makes me, it's hard to explain. It's different. It's kind of like when I lost Capone. I thought that I thought I was alone until I lost Capone, and then I realized I was really alone. So it's kind of the same thing. So it's all just different. It all evolves. So much of my RV life has been wrapped up in being a YouTuber and sharing my life and sharing my experiences and sharing my adventures. There's a part of me that wants to know what it would feel like to be an RVer without YouTube. I wonder what that would have looked like. It might have been very, very different. And there's a part of me that really is like, wow, what if I could just live my life? What if I could just live my life and do another job? So there's a lot going on in my little head. There's a lot going on. I have a lot of ideas about what's next. I have a lot of plans. I have a lot of ideas. And right now I'm kind of just on autopilot. All right. I know I love Capone. So Talia, how's my Spanish going? So now that my trip to Mexico has been postponed, I haven't been doing, oh, I miss you guys, Haven. I haven't been doing my Spanish lessons. Thank you, Dee. That means a lot. Online school. You know, I signed up for Masterclass. I've been paying for Masterclass for a couple of years, and I never do it. I can be, I don't want to say lazy. I'm not lazy. I mean, I do work a lot, and I get mentally drained. And so by the end of the day, or even on my days off, I don't want to sit in front of a computer. And I want to go do something. And I do end up sitting in front of the computer too much, watching TV or fucking around on Twitter. All right. Worry about stagnating. Sue says worry about stagnating. Yeah, you know, I mean, on the positive side, being an entrepreneur, being self-employed, I can't really stagnate. Especially, we've talked about this a couple months ago, you know, or a couple weeks ago. YouTube is messing up all kinds of creators, and our revenue is down on YouTube like 50%. So I can't be stagnant. I have to, the hustle is real. As Nancy said, the hustle is real. So I can't be stagnant on my professional life, but I'm bored. I'm bored. I need a new adventure. And it's hard to do, you know, when I lost Huck, that was right around the time my therapist had told me my life had gotten very small. I was like, all right, fine, I'm going to New Zealand. And there's a part of me that wishes I wish Sadie and I could travel the world together. I just saw an article in the New York Times. There is a new airline that is specifically making flights from Paris to New York for pet parents and their dogs. Yes, that would be very cool. Sadie and Carolyn in Paris. 269 watching and only 177 thumbs up. Thank you, Haven. 180. All right. We have 269 people watching. We have 180 thumbs up. So why not just hit that thumbs up? It should be right below. If you see me, look below, right down there, and hit 182, 195. Yes, you guys rock. Thank you so much. Let's get to 250. 199. Come on, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. You're here. Whether you think you hate me or you like me, you're here, so you must like me. So give me a thumbs up. I'm not buying your, you know, you're this and you're that. You're here because you like me. Just admit it. Life is so much easier if you admit you love me. Because I know you do. All right. Thumbs up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Look at that. 235 out of 206, 244. Wow. You guys rock. Thank you. Hi, Graffiti Masters. Good to see you live. Good. Hang on. Okay, good to see you. Hi, Dave. It's good to see you. Hi, Deb. Tracy, thank you for the thumbs up. TD Hawk, it's good to see you. Nomad Outdoor Adventures, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, 248 thumbs up. You guys rock. France is very pet friendly. Oh, that's good to know. Francine, need an adventure? Come help me redo the inside of my Class C. Not that kind of adventure. Udemy has some free daily and has sliding scale for some classes too. TD Hawk says Udemy. Yeah. What's stopping me from doing traveling? Sadie. I'm not going anywhere without Sadie, and my whole life is travel. So I don't know what you mean by that. I'm not going anywhere without Sadie. I was laying in bed this morning crying that she's going to be 4. She's going to be 4 in October. And I'm already devastated that she's going to leave me someday. I can't. I just can't. Oh my God, I can't. Carol, yeah, subscribe and ring the bell. Is there anybody here who is not a subscriber? You should subscribe to my channel. It really helps. No, thank you, Rebecca. All right. All right. Your videos are informative. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome, Terry. Thank you for watching and thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Hi, Carol. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Sadie says, Carol says, if you show up and watch and you don't like what she's got to say, hit the thumbs down. Just interact. I bet the 20 people who haven't hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs down. Thank you for the thumbs down. Thank you. Thumbs down rocks, man. It's engagement. And it all helps. So thank you. Thank you, Terry. Hi, Hi, RV Davy. Good to see you. Thanks for watching. I know, Carol's funny. All right. Oh, Mary, I'm sorry you lost your dog, your puppy, 17 years old. I hope Sadie lives to be 17. I'd be happy with 17. Hi, Greg, Nomad Outdoor Adventures and Travel. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate you, and I appreciate the thanks. It means a lot. Never once a thumbs down, Material World. I used to get thumbs downs before I even, like, within a millisecond of publishing my videos. And I always thought, I haven't noticed it so much anymore, but I also don't, like, babysit my channel as much as I used to. But literally, I would publish a video, and a millisecond later, I would get a thumbs down. And I'm like, what pathetic. And it happened every time. I'm like, what pathetic person is, like, sitting there waiting for me to publish a video so I'm like, wow, girl, you need to get a life. Oh my goodness, that was funny. All right. I know. Can you imagine being that bored? Oh, I just got done saying I was bored. I'm not that bored. How dare those losers? What losers? Hi, high maintenance in Texas. How's it going down there? Kitty Cat Network. Been here since the days of Matilda. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Thank you all for the super chat. We're at just under $100. We're at just under 99.77. Can we break 100? I'll pimp out Sadie. Can we break 100? Hi, ya girl Pearl. New subby here. Thank you so much. I appreciate it and love the strawberries. It makes me want to go get some strawberries. I'm so sorry. Programmed robot. Oh, Donna, put me over 100. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that, Donna. That was very kind of you. And you have been very active lately. I don't think you're new to my channel, but you've been, thank you, Tammy, for the $1. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You all put me over 100. Thank you, thank you. You know, this really helps just keep running a channel. Requires funds. Let me just say that. I pay for editing, I pay for music, I pay for all of my computers and my cameras, and so there's a lot that goes into it. So all of you, everything you guys do helps. Watching all my videos, and I know some of you watch every single video, and I can't tell you how much that means to me. I know your time is valuable. I know that you could be doing a million things. You could be watching a million things. And some of you, I watch every single video. You comment on every single video. And even those of you who can't watch and comment, but that just means the world to me, and it helps my channel so much. So you all, it takes a community. Everybody here has been making this a dream job for the last 6 years, 6.5 years. So thank you. So Francine, thank you for the super chat. Stacy, thank you, thank you. Your little emoji. Thank you, thank you. Donna, we feel connected to you because you're real. Yeah, thank you. You know, that just warms my little heart. You know, I mean, when I hear that, it really means a lot to me. So thank you. So Nomad Outdoor, yep. You know, that's right. I make videos and it's not free. We pay for a lot of things that people don't realize, a lot of things behind the scenes. Somebody said to me recently, like, why would anybody, and they were complaining about another channel who has the audacity to, they have 300, 400,000 subscribers, they have Patreon, and they have sponsorships, and this guy was really pissed off that they make good money on YouTube, and he was just like, YouTube is free. I don't know why anybody would waste their money on Patreon. Okay, have you ever heard the phrase, nothing in life is free? It might be free to you, it's not free to the people who create it. And I just thought that that was just a really sad statement from someone who obviously consumes a lot of YouTube to be upset at this family. I can't even remember who it was, of RVers who are apparently making really good money. They're buying new RVs and boats and putting their kids through college. Good for them. They deserve it. It's hard work. So, thank you. Thank you. Wow. You guys, holy cow. Carol, thank you so much for the super chat. Hey, Steven, good to see you. Thanks for the super chat. Elizabeth, you're new to the channel and love the honesty and sincerity. Well, I really appreciate that. That means a lot. We care. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, thank you, thank you. D says, I watched you buy and transfer your things to this one, and Capone was still with you. May Sadie lived to be 17 years. And more, Maruka, artists deserve support. Yeah, we do. And you guys all support me, so thank you. And Haven was more than happy to join Patreon. Patreon is just such a small community that it really allows me to get to know people so much better and more personally, and it's just really been great. Thank you, Destination. I will put one of your playlists on while I'm cleaning my RV and let them play all the way through. It's a good way to help out by letting the videos play all the way through. Yes, I did read recently that can actually hurt my channel. That their algorithms are so smart, they recognize when people do that. I was doing some research trying to figure out why my revenue is cut. Just ridiculously low. And I ran across it was before I started seeing other creators talking about it, so I thought it was something on my channel. I'm like, what, does the algorithm just hate me? Like, advertisers don't want to pay for my content anymore, and I'm not even getting the views I should be getting. So I was just trying to figure that out, and one of the things I read is that they will cut your revenue if they think you're getting plays that aren't, what was the word fraudulent plays, I think is what they said. So if they think like people are doing that, or that I'm doing that I'm just letting my videos play 24/7, that could actually hurt me. So so I appreciate that. But watch and interact and things like that too, because that's really what YouTube cares about is quality views on our videos, who are real people, who are going to interact, who are going to watch more YouTube, who are going to support the advertisers and things like that. So the more authentic the views are, the better it is for my channel. So again, just want to say thank you for all of your ideas about getting views on my channel. But I just have to say that they have to be legitimate views that, watch and engage and maybe at the end of the day, sit down and watch a couple videos before you go to bed or something. With that said, so that was my, my legal disclosure, the small print. That was the small print. Sue says, met some YouTubers this winter in Quartzsite. It's a lot of work. Well, thank you so much for the recognizing that, and for the comment, and for the support, and for the super chat. Thank you. Linda, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Yeah, you're right, Sarah. I don't promote war. I love Sarah's comment. Patreon is an opportunity to put your money consciously towards something you believe in, not war. Yeah, exactly. Tammy says, I've been with you since Matilda. The question I have is, will you watch the second eclipse in 2024 in the same area you were in 2017? I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know where I'm going to be tomorrow. Literally. No, I know where I'm going to be tomorrow. I don't know where I'm going to be on Saturday. I don't plan that far in advance, so maybe. Good question, though. Thank you. All right. You guys all are so awesome. Interaction in the comments and watching to the very end is really important. Thank you. Yes. Interaction. Oh, my gosh. Nancy. Hi, Nancy. Late to the gathering, but I'll be watching the replay. Thank you for this live stream and hello. And thank you so much for the super chat, Nancy. You are so kind and so generous with your time and your words. Nancy, I think we can all agree, is our most prolific writer on Patreon. Yes, thank you, Nancy. It means a lot. You're going to see her pretty soon. She shot an awesome testimonial. It's so good. How are we doing on likes? We have more likes than viewers right now. 310 thumbs up and 270 viewers. All right, Carol, question. When it comes to ADs, do you get paid ads? Do you get paid when we let the ads run all the way through? I have a tendency to skip the ads. No. No. To the best of my educated guess and knowledge as a marketer about how this works, is that the more value that's placed on my content, the higher, because all of the ads that are put on our videos are basically bid at auction by the advertisers, and what they are willing to pay for my channel is determined by who knows what. Of course, they're not going to, Google doesn't tell us that. So for an example, I think my cost per 1,000 right now for the advertisers is like $8. It used to be $24. So per 1,000 views, I used to get paid $24. I'm now getting about $8. Yeah. So what that means is for every 1,000 views, advertisers are going to auction to bid on my content, and I'm only getting $8. Whereas some other channels, I think probably like Cheap RV Living, or I don't know, I shouldn't mention him because I don't really know what they're doing, but I'm going to say like MSNBC, it might be getting like $100 per 1,000. I'm getting $8 per 1,000. So it's ranked based on some mysterious algorithm. I don't think it has anything to do with how long you watch ads. That could be one piece of the puzzle. How engaged are her, it could be. How engaged is her audience? Are they clicking away? Are they watching? Are they engaging? Are they more likely to click away from an ad or click away from her video if an ad comes up? There's a million different variables that could play a factor in that, but I don't know what they are. So I just make educated guesses that it's basically a weighted value on my content and my channel and my viewers that determines how much I get paid per 1,000. And I don't even know if that made any sense at all. I don't know if that's true. It's just my best educated guess. Did that make sense? Can I place ads where I want in a video? Yes, I can. But sort of. So I have 3 different settings when I put a video up. Pre-roll ads, post-roll ads, and mid-roll ads. I can also say whether I want the ads that are skippable, that are not skippable, or the banner ads. The mid-roll ads, I don't have a choice. Sometimes, so if I just turn on mid-roll ads, YouTube automatically puts ads in. A lot of times what I'm doing is I'm going in and I'm like, you're putting 10 ads in a 20-minute video. And so I start taking them off. I start deleting them because I don't want you guys to have to sit through an ad every 30 seconds. But what that also does, because I can't choose for mid-roll ads, I can't choose skippable, non-skippable, or banner ads. I don't have a choice. I get whatever YouTube dishes up. So yes, I can choose where those go, but because I don't know whether those 10 ads are banner ads or non-skippable ads, I think sometimes I'm shooting myself in the foot by doing that. So I usually just let YouTube decide. That is a good question, Jane. Thank you. Can you tell them what kind of ads do you not want, such as political? Yes, I can. There's a category I think called high risk. So there are certain things that I do not allow on my channel. Get rich quick schemes are not supposed to be showing up on my channel. Things, gambling, there are things that I feel are predatory toward viewers, and so I have opted out of allowing those on my channel. I just don't think things that scam and scheme people out of their money, I don't believe in that. And like online gambling, there was a whole bunch of things. I don't remember what they were. But political ones I left open because, like Epic Times comes up and, I left those because most of ads are also placed based on your preferences and what you watch. It's weird though, because I get a lot of right-wing ads on the stuff that I buy, on the stuff that I watch. So, I have some control over the ads you see on my videos, but not a lot. But I definitely know that one category about what I consider to be predatory ads, I have said absolutely not. I don't want that crap on my channel. And yeah, you guys have some really good questions. YouTube Premium. I do get a small percentage of YouTube Premium. So if you pay $4.99 a month, I think that's what it still is, to not have ads on the videos that you watch on YouTube, I get a percentage of that. So it's actually a line item in my statement at the end of the month, how much I earn from YouTube Premium. And because I don't know how many viewers have that, I don't even know how much money I'm getting from that. It's not a lot. I think it's under $100 a month I get from YouTube Premium. Hi, Columbus, Ohio. Good questions. A particular right-wing college. Yeah, Dominican, no, what's it called? I was just trying to think of it. What the heck is the name of it? Oh, Epic, there's Epic Times. What's the college? Prager. It's not a college. Ugh, gosh, I know. And I see them a lot. Yes, it does. Mary, great question. If I'm watching a video and not watching it all the way through, but come back and finish watching it, does it count? Yes, it does. However, here's a tip. If you all want to know what really, really helps me, the first hour I publish a video is the most important hour of my video ever. The more you can watch in that first hour, the better my video is going to perform. And the better it performs in the first hour, the more YouTube promotes it to other people. Did you get that? Does that make sense? So set up notifications. Thank you, Sarah. Great idea. I'm going to say that again. The first hour, and I publish 2 videos a week, Thursday and Sunday. They're always at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern. The first hour I publish a video is the most important hour of any video. The more watch time, the more interaction. Thumbs downs count, you guys. So go ahead, set your notifications and give me a thumbs down when my videos come out. Everything that happens in the first hour determines how much YouTube puts my video in recommended feeds. You know how like where your feed comes up and YouTube recommends videos, the more watch time, the more interaction I have in the first hour, the more they're going to recommend my video to other people, and the better that video is going to do. I know, Richard, you are. I know. You're always here. You're on it. You're Johnny on the spot. Thank you for that, Richard. And a lot of you people are. A lot of you people are. So a lot of you are. So thank you for that. It's the first hour. So if you can, watch as much as you can the first hour. And I also wonder then, if you are only able to watch 15 minutes the first hour and then leave, if you might just be better off watching the whole thing later. I don't really know. I don't know. I know, it's unfortunate when you're watching YouTube on TV. You can't do comments or thumbs up. Yeah, I know that's unfortunate. It really is. That kind of hurts us. But does that also count for patron videos? Good question. Since patron videos aren't listed, I've wondered this recently, actually, if my patron videos are hurting my channel. So I do a lot of patron videos. I upload them to YouTube and they're unlisted. So you have to have the link to watch them. So because YouTube videos are not, because patron videos aren't monetized and they aren't meant for public consumption, it doesn't count. It's not the same. YouTube patron videos don't need they don't need to grow. They don't need to be recommended to other people. They're private videos just for patrons. So no, that doesn't count for patron videos. Good question, though. You guys are having some really, really good question. Patrons get notified on Patreon. So whenever I post a video for Patreons, I post about it on Patreon, and I post a link. So everything happens on the Patreon platform. Sally, what you do? I'll say Sally always watches on YouTube and comment on Patreon, or both. You do, and I appreciate that. So what we started doing is posting our public videos on Patreon. And thank you for putting the link, Richard. I think it was Ralph's idea years ago. He was like, listen, why don't you go ahead and post your public videos here on Patreon so that we can all comment and discuss on Patreon. You know, I get hundreds of comments, sometimes thousands. I haven't gotten thousands in a long time on one video. But on Patreon, we have about 200 patrons. We have about 10% of that who are active. So post the links to your public videos on Patreon. We can comment on Patreon. It helps me reply to all of the patron comments as much as possible, and for patrons to get to know and comment and discuss among themselves. So yeah, so everything is patron, and you can also set up notifications on Patreon as well, so that when I do post something on Patreon, you can get notified. Thank you, Sarah. Linda, is your schedule in your description or your community tab? It's in my header. Go to my channel and look at my header. New videos every Thursday. I think it's also on my main page. New videos every Thursday, every Sunday. Got to take Juno out. Thank you for being here. Miss you. Miss you. I did that to my therapist the other day. We were ending our call, and I was like, bye. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm used to doing it to you guys and to my friends. But bye. Give Juno a hug. Sadie misses Juno. Oh, you guys want to see something funny? Watch. You guys have to see this. I don't know where this came from. Are you ready for something funny? You ready? So I discovered this last night. I was watching a show. They had a little kid birthday party. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sadie. Happy birthday to you. I don't know why she gets so excited about the birthday song. But I started looking for videos of the birthday song, and she gets very excited about the birthday song. I don't know why. Oh my God. She didn't get nearly as excited this time as she did last night. Sadie, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. It's the weirdest thing. You gotta wonder, who teaches your dog these things? I wonder if, like, her first birthday, I sang to her and gave her treats. I bet I did. Oh, Donna, thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Maybe she got cake before. That's what I'm wondering. I mean, maybe like her first birthday, I sang to her. Because look at her. Oh, now she's like cuddling up next to me. All right. Hang on. All right. We gotta switch places here. There we go. All right. We're kind of crooked, but yeah, try howling like a wolf. Singing. It's not any song. It's the birthday song, because it wasn't me singing it. Like I said, we were watching TV last night and there was a kid's birthday party and they were singing happy birthday to the kid and she jumped on me and started licking me. It's not my voice. It's the birthday song. It's the weirdest thing. Huh. Happy birthday. Okay, okay. It's the birthday song. Oh my gosh. I don't know. This dog, man. I don't know. Did somebody sing you happy birthday and get you all excited? All right. Sadie is so smart and adorable. I know, huh? All right. Hello from Oregon. Maybe she thinks you're crying. Huh. Maybe. She knows when I'm upset. She does. She's such a good girl. All right. Give Sadie a birthday treat. Yeah, we don't have any. I mean, we do. They're up there. All right. So, wow, we've been doing this almost an hour and a half. And they think we are the best singers. All right. So let's do about 7 more minutes. Do you have any other questions? Sadie also needs to go out. We haven't had our afternoon walk yet. Hi, Jahara, aka Jewel Gemma. Sadie is so cute. I love your videos since Matilda. Wow, thank you so much. Your videos are awesome, and I wish I could live on the road like you. Well, thank you so much. Hi, Pennsylvania Joyce. Been following me from the beginning. Thanks for sharing your travels. Thank you for being here. It really means a lot to me. Blakesley, thank you. What is that? Oh, sunglasses. Thank you for the cute little emoji and the super chat. Wow, we're okay. Now we got to do it again. $192.69. Can I get a $7.31 super chat to make it 200? And a question. Aw, thank you, Mindcrime. That means a lot. Silly girl, sing now. They want me to sing. Sing for $7.31. Happy birthday to you. You can't see her. Happy birthday to you. Oh my goodness, she just gets so excited. All right. Let me see if I have more. Just her pause. I don't look. See. Thank you, Mindcrime. Treats for gorgeous Sadie. I don't know why it came up with my Great Dane, but whenever you would say Kimosabi, he would start play barking and growling and pretending to be crazy angry. Isn't that it's like, I don't know where this came from, but I do feel like I wasn't totally surprised when she did it last night, like she had done it before. So maybe I sang to her on her birthday and she got really excited and I rewarded her, and so now every time she hears the birthday song, she thinks it's treats. She thinks cake is on the way. I know, I need to get her some cake. I want cake. All right. You're so sweet to me. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. You're so nice to me. You're so encouraging and so supportive. And I just really appreciate you guys being here with me so much. And all of you whose names I don't always recognize, maybe you don't comment a whole lot, but who tell me that you've been with me since Matilda. A lot of you who just kind of, are the more quiet ones. Just really sweet. It's really sweet to know that you guys have all been with me so long. And the people, of course, who comment all the time, the Richards and Sally and Cheryl and Lisa and Nancy and Mooches, and I'm trying to look now, Smooth Skater, all of you. So thank you, thank you. Oh, Tammy Davenport, thank you, thank you. We're at 200. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It means a lot to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All the super chats, everyone who contributed today, thank you for the super chats. Thank you for everything you do. It really helps. It helps. It helps. It helps. It helps me keep making videos so I don't have to think about finding a different job. Yeah, which maybe, who knows. All right. Hi, Linda, an old timer too, and Kim. All right, let me make sure. Oh, TD Hawk, thank you so much. Sending via PayPal. You are so sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It means a lot to me. It's like the Carolyn telethon. All right, and I was just gonna look at bye, Mary. Hi, Talia. I appreciate you being here. And Blakesley, thank you, thank you, thank you. Priscilla Newcomb, you watch a lot, will comment more. You don't have to. I don't want to make you, I don't want my channel to feel like a job, you know? So just watch when you can. If you want to comment, you know, go for it. If you can't, don't worry your pretty little head about it, all right? I just appreciate everything. Primrose, Sandra K, took a minute to get logged on my phone. Love your videos. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Amazon is a great way to support my channel. All you have to do is shop through my link in the video description and I earn a commission. That's it. Oh my gosh, you guys, thank you so much. Kenneth is my Vermont fan and still saying out loud, hi, Carolyn, whenever I pass an RVer. I remember you. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And if you ever do see me, there's a couple truck drivers who follow me and they're like, you know, I can't wait to like run into you on the interstate sometime. And I'm like, you better honk. You better honk. I haven't had a truck driver honk at me yet. I've had a couple like come up to me, cars come up to me every once in a while and kind of like look, and I'm like, if that's you, wave, say hi, you know, I want to know who you are. I think that would be so fun. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate your kindness. Priscilla is going to be on the road in a year and you're helping me avoid potential disasters. Well, good. I'm really happy to hear that. And I hope you have a great time and it's safe and fun. Francine wants to know how I fixed up the passenger side for Sadie. So, you know, I get this question every once in a while. I guess I should do a video on it. But it's basically just her bed. It's a couple pillows. It's her bed. I stuff a bunch of stuff. I have a basket up there, where my feet, the passenger's feet should go. And I have like my jumper cables and stuff in there. So that's it. Sadie booster seat. Yeah. Thank you, girl Deborah. I appreciate that. Am I going to do more as I see it? Yeah, Lisa, have you been there? I've done 2 videos in the last 2 days. So yes, I am. I go in spurts where I feel motivated to do as I see it videos and when I don't. Oh, thank you, Smooth Skater. Aw, I'm sorry you haven't been well, and I appreciate the super chat, and I'm so glad that we can be here to make your day a little brighter, make you laugh. Yeah, so Smooth Skater, thank you. I'm sorry. I hope things get better. Lisa, so aren't you subscribed, and haven't you hit the bell for notifications on my other channel as I see it? So I have been feeling very passionate about some of the things that have been going on lately and just kind of in the mood to film more as well. Looks like I might be... Oh, there we go. So, yeah, I go in spurts for sure on as I see it. But a lot of you, man, you guys don't let me. Like, I get a lot of requests for as I see it when I'm not doing as I see it videos, and I appreciate that. It really means it's surreal that, you know, you guys want to hear from me on these things that I'm passionate about and that I really care about. Hi, Charlene. Hi, Melissa Wilson. Lisa, I like the passionate Carolyn. Thank you. Yeah, passionate. Yeah. Oh, but I'm telling you, it's just, Everything that's going on right now just feels so hopeless. I feel hopeless. It's just shit on top of shit on top of shit on top of mush and vomit and diarrhea. Sorry, that's gross, but that's what it feels like. It just feels like it's just not getting, it's just, it feels like, I don't know. It feels like things are getting worse. All right. Jody, thank you. I'm glad you like the kitchen makeover. Shelly, thank you so much for PayPal for Sadie's Treats. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, Sarah's feeling hopeless. I was actually wondering the other day. Oh, thank you, Charlotte. Said she's learned so much from my eyes. I see it. But I was thinking the other day, I'm like, is it possible to make a living on social media and not be on social media? I was like, maybe, if I just do my channel, so I need to quit Twitter and stop watching the news. It's just all bad news. It's bad and worse. And I mean, Nazis killing people, and it's just like, okay, that's just who we are right now. We just got Nazis out there shooting people, and we just got Nazis in the street. That's just who we are now. And we got governors banning books, A Raisin in the Sun. What was the other one? Maya Angelou, the other, or her book, and Orson Welles, 1984. I mean, who are we? It's sad. I don't get it. It's depressing. Thank you, Blakesley. I appreciate that. You like the opinionated Carolyn, even if you don't agree. Well, and I really appreciate that, because I know I can be very passionate. And I'm glad that you can. Jordan Neely, I know. Anne Frank is getting banned. To Kill a Mockingbird was banned. I think that's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah. Great book. But sad. That's the other thing I was thinking about today. Not only are they erasing Black voices, LGBTQ voices, they're erasing women's experiences. And I find this extremely, not more or less troubling than erasing other people's voices, but they're literally also to Kill a Mockingbird, right? Or I Know Why a Caged Bird Sings. That's the one I'm thinking of. I Know Why a Caged Bird Sings. They're and I got that confused for a minute with To Kill a Mockingbird. The Caged Bird Sings. I read that book. Oh my gosh. Sad and poignant. But that's the one I'm thinking of. So not only are they banning Black voices, but they're also banning women. They're trying to undo Me Too. They want us to stop talking about what happens to us. Everybody, LGBTQ, people of color, Native Americans, Black women, Black men, they want us all. They don't want to hear our stories anymore because they want to go back to the status quo. Because the people in power enjoyed the status quo. They enjoyed being able to use the N-word, to put their hands all over women without any consequence whatsoever, to be able to rape your wife, because how can you rape your wife? I wasn't going to get political, but the direction we are going is terrifying. They should replace, right? Exactly. If they're going to ban all these other books, they need to ban the Bible. Exactly. I don't even think the 1950s. It feels more like the 1850s. But yes, that's a good point. I do follow Politics Girl. She had a good take on book banning. I don't think I've seen that one. I like her. If you can't read our stories, we aren't human. Sarah, I heard I almost sent it to you guys. It was Ari Melber. He interviewed a playwright who's got one of these books. It might have been Caged Bird Sings on Broadway. And that's exactly what he said. He said, leaving these books in school teaches not just the stories, it teaches empathy. And if our kids can empathize with Black voices and female voices and queer voices and Native American voices and Latino voices and Asian voices, if they can empathize with those voices, they're not going to allow us to oppress them. They're not going to allow us to keep making laws, making them less equal than everybody else. So you hit the nail on the head with that, because that really hit home for me, that playwright who said that they teach empathy. Those books teach empathy. Empathy is a what's the word I'm looking for? Empathy does not further a fascist regime's plan, right? Empathy is the enemy of that. If we empathize with people, especially if we can empathize with people that we may not be exposed to in our white neighborhoods, it makes it a lot harder to put our foot on their heads, both physically, or metaphorically, and literally. And also teach critical thinking. Yeah. Empathy is the answer. I agree. The more empathy we can have, and empathy is born of experience. And I think that's a big part of why a lot of people feel that when people go to college, they get woke. And only part of the education is in the classroom. For a lot of people who go to college, a big part of the education is meeting people who are different from you. They're leaving home for the first time in their lives. They're expanding their network. They're meeting people of different religions, different colors, different sexual orientation. And they're meeting these people up close, face to face, getting to know them, getting to know their stories, and having empathy. And empathy, I think, is one of the key factors of liberalism. I think, right? It's not about me, it's about we, it's about us. And so a lot of the people in power are afraid of empathy. And so what are they going to do? They're going to start banning books so that we can not empathize with people who might be a little different from us, or a little different from what we want the world to be. Empathy is born from experience. I agree. Yep, Sue, it's so much more than the classroom. It is. It's about being exposed to so many different things, ideas and people and feelings and emotions and experiences. And yeah, it's not that colleges have a liberal agenda. It's just that experience, empathy, exposure creates more open-minded people. I agree, Linda. If DeSantis could close colleges, he would. One of the most violent, misogynistic books ever written. I missed that. Which one? Oh, the Bible? Yeah, right. I'm assuming you're talking about the Bible. Yeah. To otherize us versus them, and to keep people in fear and divided. Exactly. Wouldn't it be nice if these people in certain areas whose kids go off to college and get woke, wouldn't it be nice if, instead of shutting them out and putting that label on them, they were able to sit down and listen? You know, Dad, no, I met a black man. I met a guy who, you know, my best friend, my roommate in college, is an 18-year-old black man who has been pulled over by the police 30 times. He's never done anything, you know, and he's had a gun in his face. You know, I mean, those are the stories that change people. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Sally says, your parents taught you to be racist. Oh, that's hard. I am fortunate. I was thinking about this the other day, because somebody slipped, some A's commentator or something, said the N-word. And I remember being this big. Whatever you want to say about my parents, you do not say the N-word. You do not say that word. And you know, people it was drilled into my head. People are the same. Color is, you know, there's you know, of course we're a little evolved now, but back then it was like, you know, colorblind, like color doesn't make people different. And You can say the F word, you can say the C word, you do not say the N word. I'm very, very glad that at least I had some really good, other than the abuse and the neglect and all the horrible things, I was raised with some really good social consciousness around some things. So I'm grateful for that. And I'm sorry for anyone who had to grow up with that and then undo it. But I'm glad you did. Congratulations, because a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't undo it, and they tattoo freaking Nazi SS army shit on their fucking bodies. And get AKs. Yeah. All right. I wasn't supposed to get political, but here we are. I enjoy it. All right. Oh, wow. Skylove, really? Also from, central New York. And in my small town and surrounding towns, people are very racist. I don't remember, of course, I'm a white woman, but I don't remember racism being a thing in my town. But then again, I mean, it could have been there. How would I know, right? But I don't remember the N-word getting thrown around school. I don't remember, of course, we didn't have a lot of diversity, but I do come alive when I talk politics, don't I? I love it. I'm so passionate. Just equality really matters to me. Even though I'm a white woman, I was poor. I grew up with all the shame that I grew up with, and I know I didn't have a lot of the issues that a lot of other people had, but I knew what it was like. I moved 13 different elementary schools. I was poor, I was fat, I was quiet. I knew what it was like to be outcast. I knew what it was like to be different. I knew what it was like to be bullied for being the outsider and being different. And again, I'm not comparing my experience to any person of color or queer or anything like that, but I know what it feels like to be alone and to feel different. And I don't want people to have to feel that way. Any people. I don't want gay people to feel that way. I don't want people of color to feel that way. And I don't want Christians to feel that way. I mean, I know that I talk a lot of shit about religion, but at the end of the day, I want everybody to just be able to live their happy, free selves, doing whatever they need to do to make themselves happy, as long as it doesn't hurt other people. And so, yeah, I am very passionate about it. Prima Demuro, you put politics into words that express what I want to say. Well, I'm glad I can do that. I've had to speak on school board and fight for diversity groups to help out. And Skylove says, thank you for your empathy. I just don't understand. I don't understand this otherizing. I don't understand why we need to make people less than. If you're not hurting anybody, there are so many things out there that are hurting people. Guns, poison, the climate, our air, our water, rape, molestation, church pastors are molesting children. There's so many other things out there that are really hurting people. And we're focusing on trans people. We're focusing on Jews. You know, these Nazis who want to blame the Jews for everything. I just don't get it. There's a million things out there we could be fighting for that are really causing harm. And I think maybe part of that's by design. The people in power keep us pitted against one another. They keep us fighting. In the meantime, they run away with the bank. They run away with the country. I think part of it is by design. I agree, Sarah. We don't have to live like this. If we move through life with love, everything would fall into place. Bravo. Well said. On that note, I love that. I'm gonna end on that. That's so beautiful. Let's all reflect on that. from Sister Sarah in our little commune of hippie happiness. Where is it? Where'd it go? Sarah, we don't have to live like this. If we move through life with love, everything will fall into place. If we move through life with love, everything will fall into place. On that note, I'm going to try to be more loving to the idiots who say stupid things to me. Well, that lasted 3.5 seconds. No, that is, I will try to, I like that. That's good. I mean, I get on Twitter and spout toxic bullshit with the rest of them, calling DeSantis a idiot, fucking idiot, and things like that. And you're right. Maybe, although no. I just say maybe I should just try to approach it more lovingly. Actually, this is something my therapist really has, I think all of us have been trying to work on this. Instead of getting angry at people, having more empathy, seeing who they are as a person, understanding where they're coming from, and having empathy, because anger isn't good for us either. It stresses us out. It's not good for us, right? It holds us hostage. So if we can have more empathy and love, then maybe the world will be a better place. But in the meantime, we got some shit to fight. We got to win this next election. We need to mobilize. We need to get involved. We need to use every platform we have to speak truth to power, to speak about facts. And we need to get involved, because this guy, the former guy, if he wins again, he's not leaving. You all know that, right? If Trump wins in 2024, he's going to be the last president we have. He's not going to leave. So we need to work our butts off. All right, I'm going to go. You missed a lot, Sandra, but welcome. Thank you for being here. I hope you'll watch the replay, and thank you so much for the super chat. So thank you everybody so much for being here. Thank you for everything you do, all the great questions about ads and how my channel runs. It means the world to me that you care enough that you want to know how you can help me. The people who've been here forever, the people who just got here, you all matter. You all are so important to me. You all just help make this channel what it is, allowing me to have a voice to share, to make a difference in so many people's lives. And it's an honor and a privilege to be here. So thank you to my moderators. Thank you to Carol. Thank you to Melissa. Thank you to Richard. Thank you to Edie. I think I got all the moderators: Melissa, Richard, Paige. Oh, hi, Paige. Thank you for being here and being our moderators tonight. Thank you, everybody who contributed via super chat. And those of you, oh my gosh, we have a new patron. Welcome, Katrina, for joining Patreon. Thank you. And thank you so much to Tamara, TD Hawk. Thank you. And Sonia, thank you very much for your contributions via PayPal. You all mean the world to me. It takes a village to keep this channel going, to keep this my full-time job, so that I can focus on creating content that matters. That's what this channel should be. Thank you all. All right, stay tuned for more As I See It. Stay tuned for more Carolyn's RV Life. We've had some challenges. Stay tuned. You want drama? I got drama coming up, so make sure you're subscribed. Thank you for being here. Have I thanked everybody? I feel like I've just won an Academy Award. Have I forgotten to thank anybody? I think I got everybody. Mwah. Appreciate you. So I'll see you next time. In the meantime, be happy, be free, and be kind. Mwah. I'm going to go for a walk. Bye.